doing here today, we're calling it the VP Song Lab. And our idea is that we're trying to carve out time for ourselves to actually create new music, because that's a challenge that we face as national touring musicians. We spent at the peak 205 days in 1 year on the road, and it's extremely difficult to create on the road when we're moving so much. We're in a different city every night, and it's just exhausting and requires all of our energy. So what ends up happening, and it's kind of a common problem with musicians, is that they tour their first album and then it's time to put the second album out, but they don't have a second album because they've been moving the whole time and not having quiet contemplative time. So we were talking about this with Julie Nelson Mears from Missouri Bank, and she told us about the Artist in Residence series here, and we wondered if we might be able to create something here that would allow us to have some creative time. So that's what we're doing today. We've just carving out a little space for ourselves. From the, let's just go from the top.
Okay. 3, 4.
So everything started this because we have lots of opportunities for customers to see art on our walls, but they don't have a lot of opportunity for them to see artists creating art, and we wanted them to see the process as it was happening. It's really a way for us to do something both for the artists and for our customers in terms of engaging them more with the art.
And then one more, right? So we basically have, we're back here sort of doing all the nuts and bolts, and then we have slips of paper at a table up front when people walk in, and they can just submit. What we're looking for is just short phrases or simple ideas or a song title or something like that. So on one side is just like a blank with a line where you can write in a few lines. On the other side is actual sort of like staff paper, like a couple lines of staff paper. So if there's a musical idea that someone wanted to submit, or a short melody or something like that, and we're basically going to take it all and just sort of pin it up here on our wall and look at it and see if any of it spurs any idea.
The idea, and then of course we're taking submissions via Twitter. So we like the idea of using modern technology and old school technology. That's why we've got our overhead projector up there, which is about as old school as it gets, plus the Twitter feed, so that people can, it doesn't have to be geographically based. So any of our fans or followers can tweet in ideas to us from wherever they are. They don't have to be here.
I think that's where it stops.